Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a beautiful but vain princess named Uju. Her beauty was the talk of neighboring lands, and her grace enchanted everyone who laid eyes on her. However, her heart was cold and filled with jealousy. Princess Uju had her eyes set on Prince Alaric, a handsome and noble prince from a distant kingdom who had come to Eldoria to forge alliances. One day, while walking through the palace gardens, Uju noticed Prince Alaric speaking to Dana, a humble maid known for her kindness and gentle spirit. Though Dana's beauty was modest, her heart shone brightly, and this quality had caught Alaric's attention. They spoke animatedly, their laughter echoing through the garden, which stirred a dark rage within Uju's heart. In a fit of jealousy, Uju hatched a plan to eliminate Dana. That night, under the cover of darkness, Uju summoned Dana to her chambers. Pretending to need help with her attire, Uju lured Dana closer. With swift and cruel precision, Uju drew a dagger and ended Dana's life, silencing her forever. The next morning, the palace was in an uproar. The gentle maid Dana was found lifeless in the princess's chamber. However, Princess Uju feigned innocence, shedding false tears and proclaiming her sorrow. Prince Alaric, heartbroken, demanded justice for Dana, but there were no witnesses to the crime, and no one dared to accuse the princess directly. Unbeknownst to Uju, the gods were watching. Dana's pure soul cried out for justice, and the gods decided to intervene. That night, as Uju slept, they cursed her. When she awoke, Uju found her tongue had grown impossibly long, protruding from her mouth in a grotesque manner. She could no longer speak without difficulty, and she could not close her mouth, which made her the subject of horror and ridicule. The kingdom buzzed with rumors and whispers. Some said it was divine retribution, others believed it was a rare ailment. Uju, in her vanity and pride, refused to believe it was a punishment. She tried everything, consulting doctors, witches, and wise men, but to no avail. Her condition only worsened, and she became increasingly isolated and desperate. Prince Alaric, still mourning Dana, began to suspect that something more sinister was at play. He approached Uju, hoping to uncover the truth. "Princess Uju," he said one day, "Dana was dear to me. I seek the truth about her death. Do you know anything?" Uju, struggling to speak with her cursed tongue, denied any involvement vehemently. I had no thing to do with her death," she stammered, her tongue making it nearly impossible to speak clearly. But Alaric was not convinced. He noticed Uju's discomfort and her evasive gaze. "The gods have punished you, princess. The truth will surface," he warned, leaving her to contemplate his words. Days turned into weeks, and Uju's condition deteriorated further. In her solitude and agony, she began to reflect on her actions. The weight of her guilt grew heavier each day. Finally, unable to bear it any longer, Uju broke down and confessed to her crime in front of the court, her words garbled but unmistakable. "I killed Dana," she cried, her long tongue twisting her speech. "I was jealous. She and Alaric." The court was stunned into silence. The truth, now laid bare, caused an uproar. Prince Alaric, though grief-stricken, was relieved that justice for Dana was finally served. The gods, hearing Uju's confession, decided to lift part of her curse. While her tongue returned to a more normal length, it bore permanent marks, a reminder of her crime and her repentance. Uju was stripped of her royal title and exiled from the kingdom, left to wander and atone for her sin. Thus, Princess Uju's tale became a cautionary story in Eldoria, a reminder of the consequences of jealousy and the power of divine justice. And as for Dana, her spirit found peace, knowing that her death had not been in vain.